Creekside Dairy, life revolves around taking care of all the cows.
We milk 100 cows here, so including the young stock, we have about 220 animals on farm.
Which is why Julien Treux was interested in just where milk products fit into the new food guide.
It might decrease consumption of dairy overall because it doesn't have its own specific group, but it's good to see that Health Canada does recognize the benefits of dairy in a healthy diet.
It recommends that people consume low-fat options, which is concerning to many in the industry. There are more than 10,000 dairy farms across Canada, and the group that represents producers says the new food guide doesn't represent the latest scientific evidence when it comes to dairy's nutritional value. They point to studies that suggest higher fat dairy has health benefits.
We were noticing that people are really interested in full-fat dairy.
Which is what Treux says customers are increasingly interested in: butter, full-fat yogurt, and cream. Because there's a push for more plant-based proteins, the beef industry feels it's taking a back seat.
So it's a little disappointing when you see statements saying that they'd like to replace meat with more vegetables and legumes. It takes so much more calories of vegetables to give the same amount of protein that a single serving of beef or red meat does.
But for those who've made a business around plant-based foods, the new guide is welcome news.
This is where all the magic starts. Organic, fresh seafood.
Particularly for this restaurant named after this protein-packed legume.
In Hebrew, chickpea means hummus, which is one of our main dishes here.
Full of protein, full of calcium, potassium.
The owners say some warn them about the risks of opening a vegan restaurant, but business is great.
Some chickpea fries.
Everybody's really into it. They want to introduce more plant-based foods into their diet. And then the guide comes out and it's basically saying same thing.
Chatzil baladi hummus plate.
Which they say only reinforces a diet they've been serving up for years. Briar Stewart, CBC News, Vancouver.
I'm going to be hungry for like an hour now. Food is culture, and Indigenous Canadians have their own traditions, of course, when it comes to food. So Health Canada officials say they are working to reflect that, consulting with Indigenous Services Canada and First Nations, Inuit and Métis communities to develop updated food guides for specific regions and cultures. No word yet on when that will be released.